Hello everyone, today we're going to about XRP. Now, it's 11 o'clock, 11 p.m., and I think there is nothing better than doing some charting and a little bit of talking with you guys. Anyway, what is happening with XRP? Now, as you can see, let me zoom in because at the moment I'm using the daily, and before we zoom in, actually, on the daily, yes, the stock RSI is telling us that we are going up, yes. So it means that most likely this week is going to be quite bullish, yes, if the stock RSI is not going to change. Anyway, let's zoom in. So if I go in the 4-hour time frame, I can see, actually I can easily see something. What is that? Now, as you can see here, we had our first low, yes, then we went up and down again, yes, and because of that, we have our second low, yes, and then we went up again, fire resistance here, as you can see, and then we went down again, and this is our third low, yes. And after that, finally, with a new high, we broke through resistance, which was here, and we've made a higher high, yes. So at the moment, we know two things, actually three. The first thing is that we broke through level of resistance, yes, because here, this level here was quite important, because look at this. Our 100 and 200 EMA line was at this level. Our level of resistance, because of this trend, yes, was here, basically in the same area, yes. So we know that that area was quite aggressive in terms of bearishness, yes. But now that we broke through it, we can actually relax. So another thing, the third thing that we know is that here we have this inverse head and shoulder pattern, as you can see. Let me show you. Well, it's not the greatest, yes, but anyway, it's still there, yeah. Here we go. I would actually say something like this, yes. So as you can see, it's not the greatest, but anyway, it doesn't really matter, yes. It doesn't really change anything. The point is that we know that this sort of pattern is a bullish pattern, and this is the most important thing for us. So we have good basis, basically. In the 4-hour time frame, if we really want to check the stock RSI, we know that we are overbought, yes, but that doesn't mean anything. Why is that? Because after we reach the overbought level, on the stock RSI, yes, we can distribute or accumulate, yes. And based on that, on the distribution phase up here, the price goes up a lot. And on the accumulation phase down here, the price goes down a lot. Depends, yes. But anyway, so, we don't really need to focus on the stock RSI. The RSI is looking alright. We know that we have resistance ahead. So, I think soon we're going to see some sort of correction, but that will be alright. You know why? Because at the moment, as you can see, as if I zoom in and go in the 1-hour time frame, in the 1-hour time frame, the stock RSI is telling me that we need to reverse, yes, and if we reverse, we're going back to the oversold area down here, which means that the price is going to decrease. So short term, we know that the price is going to decrease, but that's more than, that's more than welcome. Yes. Why is that? Because we achieved what we wanted. We wanted a higher high, finally, yes. So we had our high, which was a double bottom pattern here. No, actually, it was a lower high. So we had our lower high here. So we got rejected on this level of resistance, as you can see. Yes, we got rejected. And after that, we went down. Yes, we found support on the previous resistance. Yes. And then finally, because of this level of support here, we have made our higher high, which is really important. So, in terms of bullishness, we're good to go. And even if we're going down, yes, that's all right, because we have a good level of support in this area here. Let me actually show you really quick. So if I zoom out really quickly, here we go. So my level of support is going to be this area here. Look, yes. Okay, it's not the most accurate one, but anyway, it's going to do the job. So, we got this area here, which is actually really important, yes. So even if we go down, we're going down, and we are going to have a correction. But 3%, yes. And this 3%, we can find this 3% over and over and over again, yes. So you don't really need to worry about anything, definitely. And I think the situation is looking great for us. If I zoom out and go in the daily, we can see that we have two major zones, demand and supply, and we know that at the moment we are following this sort of pattern. Yes. So what happened is that we had our low here, we had this low, and then we're going up and then down, and this was our second low. Yes. So our second low, as you can see, was higher than the previous one. Yes. What does that mean? It means that we went down, up, and down again. This is some sort of double bottom. Yes. And now, because what happens is that we can easily tell that there was a bullish flag going on uh, before. Why is that? Because look, after we went down, we went up, yes, and we started to move towards lower levels, yes. When this happens, most likely we're going to reverse, yes. And this is what is happening now. As you can see, we went up to basically 0.80, yes. And then now we're going down again. Why is that? That's because, as you can see, we have resistance here. And even if we break through the 0.8 wall, yes, we're going to have resistance at 0.85, yes. So basically what we need now, we need enough momentum, yes, to break through this and to make a higher high, yes. When we see this higher high, higher than basically 0.92, 91, yes, anyway, higher than this one, yes. And when we see this kind of high, then we know that we're going to find support here and then try to break through this level of resistance, yes. Because even if we broke through the through this level of resistance here, yes, our measure level of resistance, and it's actually the most important one. We can see it easily in the weekly, yes. In the weekly, we can see that at the moment we're following this sort of pattern. Yes, this is the bottom and this is the resistance. As you can see, we're following this level of resistance here. Yes, and we've been hitting it many times now, which means that in order to be bullish long term, yes, we need to break through this level here. This line is, let's say, our measure enemy. Yes, so if I look at the stock RSI, I can tell that in the weekly I'm getting bullisher and bullisher, yes. And when this happens, when we are getting this close to the overbought level, yes, that's when the price spikes, yes. And what I mean by spike is that, look, let me show you. Let me make this a little bit smaller because we don't need it at the moment. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Here we go. Now, as you can see here, yes, look at the stock RSI. Yes. We had two positive green candles, yes. And look at the stock RSI. The stock RSI was still at the beginning, yes. And when we got closer and closer to the overbought level, which was up here, yes, as you can see, we had our big green candle. And the same happened here, basically. As soon as we got closer to the overbought level, we got this big green candle, yes. So we know that for XRP, big green candles are actually, something usual, yes. So it's not like the first time. Yeah, they happen already twice, and we know that what happened once is going to happen again and again, yes. So most likely we can see that XRP has a slow uh, start, and then maybe we're going to have another green candle or something like that, or even the following candle is going to be big, yes. So a slow start, but then the ending is quite aggressive. And because this is not a good thing, yes, guys, because every time something goes up, yes, it will come down again, yes. So the more aggressive you are when you go up, more aggressive you're going to fall down, yes. So in my opinion, it's much better if XRP is going to move a little bit slower this time, but we will see. The most important thing now is to keep the current level, yes. So even if we're going down, we know that we have level of support at basically 0.75, then we got level support at 0.73. So we're in a good position. Yes, even if we go down, we're not going that low. I'm expecting maybe 3% correction anytime soon, even maybe tomorrow or tonight. And what is going to happen next is that we're getting the supply area up here, which is of course resistance, and we're getting closer to this line, which is not great. Yes, so long term we definitely need to break through this level of resistance here. Yes, which is going to be close to $1. I think close to $1 we're going to have a lot of selling pressure, and this is not going to help us at all. Yes, so we need to gain enough momentum now. The situation is looking great in the 4-hour time frame, as you can see. It does look great. Yes, it does look great. So I'm not really worried about whatever is going to happen next. But the only thing I'm worried about is that if we're not going to break through the top of this pattern here, yes, then I don't think we're going to have another opportunity. Yes, so if we break through this pattern here, we're going to see XRP blowing up, which is what I'm expecting. I'm really bullish, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, so if yes, if you look closely, as you can tell that this is basically a pattern that we see. If you're a trader, you can see it daily easily. What kind of pattern I'm talking about is this, that we have our low here, then our higher low, yes, and in the middle, this sort of high, which is basically useless, is pointless. Yes, so most of the time when this happens, yes, is because we're going to have a big push up, and it's going to be much bigger than the previous one, which is this one. Yes, so we know that our next leg up is going to be most likely higher than 1.4. Yes, so if, let's say, for instance, from where we're sitting now to 1.4, yes, it's already 80% profit. Yes, and if we're going higher, as I'm expecting, and let's say we're going back to basically $2, yes, that's 150%. And if we're going higher than that, God knows we're going to where we're going to stop. Yes, so basically this sort of pattern is actually quite common. Yes, because if I zoom in the 1 hour, yes, it's going to be that easy for me to find something similar to that. Yes, that easy. Let me show you something quite similar. Oh, something like this maybe. Let me see. Oh, here, look. So basically here, yes, it's basically the same. Yeah, we had our high, we went down, low, high, higher low, the one that I was talking about, and then we went up. Yes, this is basically what is happening now in the bigger picture. So the bigger picture is nothing different from whatever happens in the 1 hour, in the 15 minutes, in the 4 hour. Yeah, of course, sometime this sort of pattern is not ending well. Yes, it happens that sometimes it's not the greatest pattern of the world, but anyway, yes, what I see is this. Yes, that we had our high, we went down, first low, lower high, higher low, and then we go up. And this is what I'm expecting from XRP. Yes, I'm expecting XRP to go definitely above 1.4. Yes, and if that happens, we're good to go. Yes, because that's going to be a massive profit for us. Yeah, so just keep it up, guys. And if you bought higher, like let's say $1 or anything like that, I would suggest you to wait a little bit more. Just hold, and I think you will definitely make some profit even if your entry wasn't the greatest. Yes, so it doesn't really matter what your entry is. Yes, as long as you don't sell yet. Yeah, because selling now is pointless. If you wanted to sell, yes, you should have sell basically, I don't know, at the beginning. Yeah, but now it's a little bit too late. So this is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and see you tomorrow.